Finally, a chance! A Miraculous Ladybug Fanfiction with special thanks to Irisira on Tumblr for the use of her art in both the opening and thumbnail image. Marinette tousled her hair and checked her teeth for any extra lipstick. "You look hot. He's gonna love it," Alia said, handing her a pearl necklace. "But what if I'm not his type?" she sighed, picking at her pinned-up curls. "Girl, stop fidgeting. You're fine. He'd be a fool to think you're not sexy." "I don't know," Marinette said, grabbing a red cardigan that matched her lipstick. "I guess I really don't get ready like this for anything anymore." "You've had a crush on him since, high school. That's like a decade of feelings." "I have not," she protested, putting on a pair of earrings. "Okay, but the day you started working for the boutique, you came back squealing that Gabriel Agreste owned it and his son, Adrien, worked there too." "I wasn't squealing," Marinette said, hopping around as she put heels on. "Sure you weren't." Alia rolled her eyes and peeked out the window. "He's here," she said, watching the blonde Parisian walking to the front of the apartment. A moment later, she buzzed him in from the chilly December weather. "Wait! No! I'm not ready!" "You look great," Alia said, just in time to hear a knock at the door. She opened it before Marinette had time to melt down. "Bonjour," Adrien said. "I'm here for Marinette." "Marinette! Adrien's here!" Alia yelled over her shoulder. "Bonjour, Adrien." She turned back to meet his eyes. "I heard you're taking her to the ballet?" "Yes. My friend won some tickets and gifted them to me. I wouldn't want them to go to waste, and she's proven to be excellent company." "So, you've spent time with her before?" Alia raised an eyebrow. "I fill in a shift here and there when I need to," Adrien said. "Bonjour, Adrien," Marinette said, walking into the room with her peacoat and arm. "Bonjour, Marinette. You look lovely," Adrien said, greeting his companion for the night. "That's what I've been telling her, but she doesn't believe me," Alia said. "Well, I've always been a fan of the little black dress," Adrien said, extending his arm. "Shall we go?" Yes," Marinette said, slipping her arm into his. "I'll be back tonight," she said to Alia. "Make sure you feed Tiki." "Your cat will be safe with me. Good night." "You have a cat?" Adrien asked, helping her into the taxi. Yeah. She's getting old. I got her in high school," Marinette said. "Bonjour, monsieur. Where are we going tonight?" the driver cut in. "Bonjour. Opera Bastille, please," Adrien answered and turned back to Marinette. "Hey, do you remember biology with Mrs. Mendeleev?" "The teacher with the huge mole on her face? Yeah, I do," Marinette said. "I got paired up with Chloe for a project once, and it was a disaster." "Oh, Chloe," Adrien rolled his eyes. "I'm still waiting for her to go through some character development." "Do you still see her?" "Our dads are best friends, so I see her about once a month for dinner." "Oh, wow. Didn't you two date?" "Briefly. Not my finest moment." "I heard rumors that she cussed you out after you kissed Julika for the musical." "I still can't believe she reacted that way," Adrien said. "Oh hey, we're just about there." Marinette looked out the window to see the opera house towering over the block. She hadn't been to the ballet since she was a little girl. "I'm excited to see Swan Lake." "Apparently the lead is most excellent this season," Adrien said, reaching into his pocket to pay the driver. "I'm amazed that the season runs so long," Marinette added. "Christmas is tomorrow, and they're still going strong." "To be fair, both of us worked today." Yes, because the tourists want something to do, she laughed. The driver opened the door and Adrien helped her out, careful that her heel wouldn't catch in the crevices of the street. Be careful, you two. I hope you will enjoy the concert, their cab driver said, getting back into the vehicle. Will do. Thank you, monsieur, Adrien said, putting Marinette's arm in his to escort her into the building. Did you grow up religiously? She asked, walking carefully as to not trip up the entrance stairs. Yes, actually. Catholic until my mother left, he said. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are your parents divorced then? I don't know, he shrugged. The last time I asked about it, I was 17 and my father threw a wine bottle. I figured it was best to leave it alone. Have you seen her since then? No, it's not a bad thing. Honestly, I barely remember her. What about you? Oh, Marinette shifted uncomfortably, still processing what Adrien had said. My mom's Chinese, so we celebrate some cultural holidays, but that's about it. She gets excited about Christmas, though. Really? Your mother's a fan of Christmas? Yeah, the bakery's totally decked out for the holiday. The bakery? My parents own it. Oh, that's right. So you also know what it's like to be the child of a business owner, Adrien said, pulling out tickets and handing them to the usher. I suppose, she said, following the employee to their seats. But the cheapest item in there is €1, not 100 euros. Hey, just because my dad owns an expensive boutique and is a fashion designer doesn't make me a rich kid. Okay, how much was that taxi ride again? Marinette teased. Point made, he said in defeat. But it's nice to know that you'll always have a place to work at, isn't it? I guess I never thought of it that way, she said, sitting down on the plush seat provided for her. She'd worked at the bakery as a student and went back whenever she needed more hours or was between jobs. I mean, look at me, he said. I love my dad and all, but I'm working the boutique because I'm in between jobs right now. What field do you work in? He ran his fingers through his hair as though he was a bit embarrassed. I got my degree in biology, but my last job was so horrible that I realized I didn't want to spend the rest of my life in the field, you know? Wow, that's... Her voice trailed off. I'm learning all sorts of things about you tonight. What are your plans from here on out? I'm actually writing a novel, he said sheepishly. I mean, I'll probably take over the business, but it's nice to have a hobby that can bring in money, you know? I get that. I make and sell clothing online, so you're not the only one who makes money with a hobby. Oh, it looks like it's starting, he whispered. It's cool that you sell clothes. Do you design them yourself? I'll tell you later, she whispered, clapping for the man who walked on stage. The orchestra was tight that night as the couple watched a perfect pas de deux. Nino was right. She's extremely good this season, Adrien whispered in her ear, wrapping his arm around her shoulders to do so. Marinette smiled as she became increasingly aware that his arm wasn't leaving any time soon. Perhaps she had a chance with her high school crush after all. Thank you so much for listening. This was a Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction. If you would like to hear more fanfictions, you can simply click the playlist below. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Bye now.